Hello everybody. Today I am going to share my Hobonichi weekly booklet setup with you. I haven't shared any of my full-blown setups yet, and I thought the weekly booklet would be a great place to start because first of all, it's my simplest setup, and then also I would say it's Hobonichi's least popular planner that they offer. I just haven't seen a lot of information out there, so I thought it would be a great place to begin. So sorry about the glare. Let's take care of that right now. It's winter and dark. What can I do? I do have the A6 cover on it as well as the cover on cover. And how I use this is, I wouldn't say a dashboard necessarily, but for lack of a better word, more like a display case. I like to have something underneath the plastic. And in this case, since it's my food log and my nutrition tracker, I have my very favorite quote, and I just got this from Pinterest and printed it out and just sized it down. My color coding for food is orange, and that's why I have two orange pens right here. This one writes a little bit lighter, and this one is darker and a little bit more fluorescent. And so depending on what I am writing is what pen I use, but I use them about both equally. As you can see, the reservoir in the ink is about the same. I do have them labeled like I told you in my 2016 planner goals. These two pens are very specific for this planner. It is a little bit bulky. As you can see, the cover is kind of sticking up, and that is because I have a lot of things stored in here. So I will show you what I mean. I have tracking stickers all over here. These are the only decorative ones that I have in the front. This just says healthy choices and has some fruit on it. These other ones are my vitamin trackers, and then the rest of these are all hydrate trackers. So my 8 glasses of water a day. And then I have some right here that I just haven't cut down. So I am able to store my entire year's worth of stickers in here. And it's just because I can. So not only am I using these, but I'm also storing them. And so this bulk will go down as the year goes on. I also have another favorite quote right here that I have. And this is, again, I have this one to begin with, and I open it up and here's another great quote. I'm very visual, and I like to have things just to remind me of what I'm focusing on. And I'm a firm believer in nutrition. So next page, I have this pineapple sticky note from Kiki K, and my wonderful friend Lily sent it to me. So thank you so much. Hi, Lily. And I just have stickers right here for the year that I had floating around. And I have 5 goals so far that I have set. I have a bunch of goals in my life, but because this is related to food, these are all going to be nutrition focused. And what I've noticed with goals, at least for myself, is when at the first of the year or at the end of the year when I'm setting my goals, if I just set every single goal, I either get really discouraged and I'm not on track, or I just want to change directions. And so for me, I just set a few goals at a time, and so I have left room here to add as needed. I've already checked off one, which is my January goal. So this is the year at a glance. If you've seen any of my other planning videos, you know that I like to use the year at a glance to set monthly goals. And that is still continues with this little weekly booklet. It is very tiny. I didn't even want to try the 1/8 inch transparent circles. So I am just circling the day. If I'm successful, if I'm not, it does not get one. And for these labels, I just use Erin Condren label. I cut it in half both vertically and horizontally, and then I just wrote with it with a white pen, my Uniball Signo, since it's a dark sticker. Then as you can see, the other months I have picked out, I like to pick out a color for the month. So I've already picked out the colors for February and March, but I haven't nailed down my goals specifically for each of the months. And again, as you can see, I haven't set all of my goals. I've set maybe about half the year so far. So on these sticky notes, it just has some ideas of what I'm thinking about for the next month that just will kind of flow from the previous month. And these can change, which is why I have not written them down. I have done that in the past, and I have gotten to a month and I'm like, I don't want to do that, or that is not applicable anymore. And so that's why I have left all these blank. When I get towards the last week of January, I will start thinking about my goals for February and then just deciding and labeling that. The other thing I've noticed, and especially with nutrition, is that I have to alternate. So for instance, in January, my goal is to eliminate all processed sugar. I can have grade B maple syrup and raw honey and things like that. But all of the white processed sugars and things of that nature are gone out of my diet. And so I'm eliminating something in January. So in February, instead of eliminating another thing, and so I feel like I'm deprived all the time, I'm actually adding something in. It's still relating to my nutrition, but it's just, I'm not taking away something, if that makes sense. So February, what I'm thinking so far is adding in apple cider vinegar and raw honey tea, which has amazing health benefits for you. And then I will just alternate. So March will be something I'm eliminating, February will be something I'm adding into my diet, and so forth. I do have an orange Ollie clip. This is a small one. I think this should last the entire year. Sometimes your planners get really bulky and you have to switch to the large, but I think this one is so skinny that I'll be able to keep the small one. And then let me go ahead and take this off and show you. I've been in this for 3 weeks now. So this is how it looks. It's, a mess. And I had some goals for the week that I started over here. As you can see, I got half of them done. I was also setting daily goals. I would do that the night before because things just change depending on how things went for a certain day. So I really just planned this by day and by week. I did write in here just a little bit, a note for the day, and then I had a main focus, a couple of focuses for the week here. These fruit stickers that they're motivational because they've got the awesome little motivating words on them. I got these for like 50 cents at Walmart. I'll show it to you in just a second. But because I'm focusing here on eliminating sugar, I am not worried about, at least right now, about anything else that's going on with my nutrition. So all I want to do for the month of January, as far as these pages are concerned, is just to track. And that is it. It is very squishy because each line is an hour, but I can pretty much figure out what time I ate. And then if, like for instance right here, if one meal runs into, this was a snack, I would just put a line between those so I know that I didn't eat every single thing all in one sitting there. And then this is how the second week looked. As you can see, no weekly goals here, but some daily goals. That's totally fine because I want this to be a kind of an organic process and for me to just figure out what's working. This week, I noticed that I was not drinking a lot of water and it was having some effects on my body. So I needed to do the water tracking again. And I had already put down my vitamin stickers. So this week I had added already, these are fruit stickers, but I really equate that to eating fruits and vegetables, not just the fruit. So I'd already put these down here. So there wasn't any room. So I'm giving myself a sticker on the very top. And so I didn't have a lot of room for the water tracker, and that's why they're not in a row and they're kind of a mess. But it's okay. As you can see, I'm doing a lot better with water. And as of today, I'm up to 7 glasses. So I'm definitely going to get way over 8 glasses today. And here's just one of those decorative stickers. That's just how it's going to go. I do use the bookmark as well as the Ollie clip. I guess I'm paranoid about losing my place, but it's all good. Here's how the next week look. I put the water trackers up at the top just to see how that would work. And as you can see, it runs into the morning. So I'm not going to be doing that again, but it was worth a shot. I do have the other stickers down there. And then this next week, so the last week of January, I put them back down at the bottom, which I think they will be okay there. It runs a little bit into the check boxes down at the bottom, but I can write over that on the sticker. And this one is okay. The vitamin and the fruit and vegetable tracker, the sticker is okay because I can guarantee you I am not eating anything before, I would say 7 or 8 o'clock for sure. So that's okay that covers that up. And then this is just the blank weekly spread if you've just never seen it. So a couple of check boxes up here, 2 lines in between. It runs from 6 in the morning until midnight. They're on military hours. And then just a little teeny calendar over here, which they do circle the week that you're on. And then it does give you a little bit of space down at the side and the bottom if you want to write anything. But it's just going to continue just like that. It is a little bit tricky for me, I would say, to write with these pens because they're larger nibs. They're like 0.7, probably just both 0.7. I'm looking forward to using these pens up so I can use some of my finer tips in here. But that is it. You literally just get the weeks in here. with, I think, a few note pages in the back. Here's some ideas for goals there. And then I have just some ideas from pens that I wanted to use for this specific planner. At the very back, I have just some reference pages. So physical versus emotional hunger, because sometimes I still need reminded of that. And then also one of my goals is to eat more alkaline foods and more towards neutrals and less of the acidic foods. So this is just a chart that I can refer back to. And I love the color coding on here. So that's going to be very helpful for me this year. On the very back, I just have another quote. I have taped this one on. Some of these will be in and out. I will change them in and out, and others I won't. I don't know if I showed you this, but if you've never seen this before, it's got the weekly label up here at the top and then the year right here. And it's just really, really skinny. So it's just a nice little booklet. It's working out great for my food tracker. And then here I've got a whole bunch of stickers, as you can see, a few more water tracking, and then here's more of the fruit and vegetable ones. I have these Mrs. Grossman fruit stickers, and these are simply for decoration when I have the room. And then these are those stickers I talked about that I got from Walmart. There's a whole bunch in here. But they're just the fruit reward stickers I thought were just really appropriate for this planner. And then I've also got some tea stickers in here because one of the things I'm going to be focusing on as well later in one of my monthly goals is drinking some different types of teas. And then I also have this. I don't wear glasses, but sometimes I need some reading glasses, and I don't always have them with me. So I bought this little magnification card. I know it's goofy, but sometimes I just need to look at one little thing and I don't want to go track my glasses down. Anyway, so I just have that right here. This is not technically a pocket. This is just the cover on cover where it ends up, but it's just a handy little place to put that. So that's it for my setup there. On the very back, I have some notes specific to my goal for this month, which is going off sugar. Some nutrition helps for that. This is how to battle a sugar craving and when. So this will definitely be changed out every single month, and then I have the rest of the ones that I have printed so far back here. And I'm just going to run through these really briefly, but I just got these off of Pinterest. I copied them and shrunk them down. I opened up a Word document and made two columns. I was able to get four of these pictures on a page. And so I can just switch these out as I feel like. This is another pH food chart that I will definitely need that little magnifying glass for. So just some ones that I really liked so far. So probably about a dozen or so in here. And they just stay right there in that pocket. So anyway, I hope that this has been interesting and helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.